Did y'all see?
Did y'all keep up? Were y'all,
Watching?
glued?
Hi, friends.
Why is my hands like that? Hey, girl.
What were your hands doing?
I don't know what my hands were doing or why I was doing it. Like, I don't
Waving?
know. Perhaps, or maybe I was just like maybe prepping. I don't know.
It was.
Yeah, it was jazz hands. It was very much
I
jazz
love it though.
hands.
That's okay.
Did you love that?
Yes, it was giving jazzy. I'm in the moment, honey. I'm getting ready.
Oh, it was giving, girl. What did you gonna do with your hands?
Well, I talk with my hands. So the girls who talk with their hands, we get it, honey. They be all over the
You
place.
know how we do, girl.
So,
But how are y'all doing? And do
yeah,
y'all talk with y'all hands? Get in the comments.
honey. Do y'all talk with y'all hands? Because it's so crazy to me how some people don't. And I'm always like, like I
I
literally
don't
have to
use
sit.
my hands like, I don't even know how I feel that I'm
How I'm
saying something.
expressing myself, literally.
Yeah, like it's
It's so,
always giving a hand, baby.
but you know what? I've learned to in certain situations I have to sit on my hands. So it's not like
Oh
distracting.
no.
Well,
Never mute
when
yourself.
we no. Only when we used to interview in person. I
Mm,
didn't want it to be like, whatever. So I used to just kind of not
yeah,
necessarily sit on them, but I would like
yeah,
place them down. Whatever,
yeah.
y'all. If y'all
No,
have
I'm always with the hand. It's just at that moment we didn't know what we were doing.
right.
But hello, everybody.
Yes, welcome back to Girl Please. This is episode 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did y'all catch episode 15 and 16? We hit y'all with a double hitter. Okay.
Period. Double header, double whammy.
Okay, listen. So if y'all didn't watch 15 and 16, it's now live on YouTube. Check it out. Get into the
Yeah.
comment. Let us know your thoughts. We had a
Mm-hmm.
really good conversation on episode 15, deep
Yes.
diving into all things fashion and fashion month. And episode 16, we, did our regularly scheduled programming.
We're not even gonna give y'all what we was doing. Y'all gotta go back.
I wasn't gonna give them everything, but a little overview,
Go
give them a
watch.
taste, so y'all know y'all need to go watch. But yes, do that. Go to It's Giving Girl Please, honey,
You
and
know what to do.
watch and let us know your thoughts. But we are back. I am, of course, Deja, your favorite brand strategist, curating all things culture and experiences. And this is my lovely co-host.
Yes, she is, and yes, I am. And my name is Tiara. And I am your resident personal stylist, helping you live your best life through impeccable style.
Let me just tell y'all, one, I always love Tiara's intro. But two, I always say when I grow up, honey, I want to be as chic and sleek as TT
Oh,
because
aw.
sitting here with a beautiful white tee and this blazer moment, and it just looks so, yes, classy. And we love that. We love those vibes, honey. Meanwhile,
Aw.
the maximalist girls, I'm playing.
Well, I appreciate that. No, darling, and let me just give you your flowers, darling. Okay, this is a new blazer that we have just added to the collection, and we are playing with it and accessorizing it and using our pieces and wearing
Shoulders.
our things. We're giving a shoulder. You know, we love a shoulder.
Yes, and it's
We're
denim.
giving a hat moment too. Ooh, tell us about the hat.
We love a cowboy hat. This is just from Urban Outfitters.
Okay,
It was on sale, so I had to grab it. It was only $9, y'all. So
period.
go get one. But I plan to get some more for fall season. So
Okay,
stay tuned to the cowboy hats.
okay, and maybe one day I'll tell you all the story about how this weekend we played around with this hat in a little impromptu styling session.
Yes, we had a time. It was
It
a
was a
fun.
kiki.
It was a fun time. Well, today we have a lot to discuss. Obviously, the CFDA awards happened, and we want to get to that.
Oh,
But first, y'all, we have to address some of the, I don't even want to say elephants in the room, honey, but
mm,
because listen, at this point, it is very much so blatant and overt. Okay. We see it.
girl.
That elephant is huge. So just so we can, get it started,
Yeah.
Joan Smalls, who we love, um,
Yes.
recently posted on her Instagram just
Yes.
talking about some racism she just encountered with some of
Okay.
IMG models, and Joan Smalls is a
Yes.
model for all of you.
Super.
Supermodel. Let's
Please
let's
say
not
the
forget,
super.
okay? With a capital S.
Okay. Period.
Um, And so she experienced this racism. And
Yeah.
basically, Joan, for you all who don't know, she is multiracial,
Yes.
and she identifies as Puerto Rican and Black. And
Afro Latinas in the house, stand
yes,
up.
we love it. And so whoever this was at IMG, first of all, whatever,
Senior
the senior
manager.
manager basically called her a dumb Puerto Rican. And how nasty.
Yeah, and what a disgusting trend you've set, senior manager.
Right, just very disgusting. And from the sounds of it, it seems like this
Mhm.
person has a history of
Yeah,
making these kind of comments or trying to
yeah,
silence people or make them feel dumb for asking questions, which is like
yeah,
BFFR, because you're not even senior enough to have the
yeah,
sentiment of people not asking you questions or
yeah,
just to look down on questions in general. I am in a director role and I still
yeah.
ask questions, babes. Like,
CEOs still ask questions.
exactly.
Founders of
Top of the top,
multi-billion
ask
dollar conglomerate.
questions.
I mean,
Yeah,
humans
ask
have
questions.
questions.
Right. And it doesn't make you dumb. And I tell people that all the time, especially the younger folks that I manage, like, please ask me. I'd rather you ask me than
Yeah,
to get it wrong and then you have to do it again. What's the point in that?
yeah.
Like, we're
And
not.
I wonder what the context of the question was,
I
because
know. I wish.
they always get like this when you're asking them to do
Right.
what they are
But
supposed
you
to
know what
do.
I think it was? It could have been about money. Maybe they were
Oh yeah,
negotiating because, they always get a little nasty when it's
a little
negotiating
nasty, a little
time and you
rude.
got some pushback and,
Yeah, but I would imagine Joan ain't got to be questioning your
well,
little self.
no, but who knows? Maybe it was about content, maybe anything.
Yeah,
But
it could be anything.
anytime
We have no
folks
idea.
little
We have no
push,
insight. We don't
exactly.
know.
But that brings us to a larger conversation because we recently saw too at the Trump rally where this nasty and so rude comedian, if he wants to be called
Yeah,
that, basically called the island of Puerto Rico an island of garbage.
yeah.
And it was
A
so very
floating
hurtful.
island of garbage.
Yes, it was so very hurtful to so many people. Puerto
Yeah,
Rico is a part of America. How dare you?
yeah,
That is very much so disgusting. And
yeah,
so many folks came out and talked about it, Sonny Hostin being one of them,
yeah.
to address him. And
Okay,
it's just unfortunate, the state of the world that we're in at the moment. And one thing that stuck out to me though, so you guys, I just wrapped Media Week
okay.
for
Congrats on
Abby
Media
at
Week.
work. Thank goodness, because she is tired. Okay.
She a
But
little blow out friend.
honey, I'm ready to lay back. Okay. I booked Abby Phillip, who I absolutely adore.
Oh, we stand Abby. This is the Abby Stan account.
Yes, definitely an Abby Stan account. And she basically said, like, the country has to get to a point where we at least are cordial with each other.
Yeah,
Like, we might not agree on the same things, of course, but
yeah,
it can't be this feud bickering back and forth. Like,
yeah,
whatever happens on and she even said, like, we probably won't know that night just because so much,
yeah, yeah,
but whatever happens at the end of the week, like, we need to still be able to basically love our neighbor and
yeah,
continue to push forward. And so
yeah.
it's just been a lot this week and just in general of seeing all
And I'll
these.
just add to that, even if you don't love your neighbor, it needs to be illegal to be racist in public on
That part. Did you see the
platforms
video today?
addressing the country. Huh?
Did you see the video today of the man who literally so nastily cursed out these black women at the poll? They were poll
Oh,
workers. Did you see
no,
it? It happened here.
no. I
Um,
did not see that. And for
it
those
was
that don't know, here for Deja is
oh,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
it was just so sad because you can't wear paraphernalia to the polls. He had on paraphernalia. They asked him to take it
okay.
off. He goes off on a rant, tangent, child.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's
So
the
that
point.
must
It's
be
like,
why my source said she couldn't wear her top that she had on to the poll. I was
mm,
like, are you fearing for your life, girl? Ooh.
honey.
But really, people are fearing for their lives.
I'm sure. And that's why Abby said, like, you know, we have to be able to respect each other in spite of our differences. And I think that that
Yeah.
was a major, thing because also the night before she had to kick someone off her show,
Oh,
Newsnight.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they attacked
for
Mehdi Hassan.
exactly for the racist comments he made.
Yeah.
So
And
It's just
We're
insane.
not gonna act like comedy is gonna be the new dog whistle for racism.
Exactly.
Like
Not
we
doing that.
saw what happened with Andrew Schultz back in the day with that podcast of those, but we're not gonna get into that and how
Right.
they allowed that racism to
Yeah.
be played in their face with. Okay. But we're not gonna now embolden comedy
Right.
to be the new dog whistle for
Right.
racism.
Exactly. Yes. And
No.
so we've just seen so many overt acts
Yeah.
of racism
Yeah.
just during this whole election period. And of course, we always see this, but I just think
Yeah.
during this time, it's been so blatant and so nasty and disgusting that
Yeah.
a lot of people are fearful of what's to
Yeah.
come, either way that it goes, right?
Yeah.
Like whether she wins or she doesn't, like people
Yeah.
are scared either way. And so here we
Well,
are.
listen, this is what I have to offer about that because when you see this episode, this will be Election Tuesday. Okay. So I hope you have already gone to the polls or are already in line to go ahead, and submit your vote before the cutoff.
Yeah,
And stay prayed up.
absolutely.
It is really time to be real.
Yeah,
Stay prayed up. That's all we can do.
that's all we could
Like,
do. And
stay prayed
it's
up.
crazy because we could have a whole story about my grandpa child because he is an
Oh,
interesting one.
I love a
But,
good grandma.
I'm just like, I'm not worried. God
Can't
got me,
be.
period. Like whatever is going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm still God's girl.
Period.
I'm still, divinely
Blessed,
protected.
highly favored, covered.
I will be who I will be, and you will as well. And the folks who I
Yeah.
love are covered because He covers me. And
Period.
so that's where I am with it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what happens. Obviously, I,
Mm-hmm.
I have my thoughts and my feelings, and that's
Same.
that. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've just come to the point where it's like it just is what it is. We're going to see what
Yeah.
happens and figure out how we move forward.
Yeah.
Either way, so
Yeah. Do the needful. Racism is never the answer.
never.
And you need to go to jail if you racist.
Jail, honey, and be called out. I'm so glad
Yeah.
that we've gotten to a point where we're not just sweeping these acts under the rug or like
Yeah.
dismissing it or like you said, calling
Yeah.
it comedy for the sake of saving face. Like, no, we're
Some
not
would
doing that.
argue that that is the new, combatant to the canceling,
Yeah,
cancel culture. We don't know. It's in flux. We don't know what that is. It just kind of it really very much got out of hand.
very
But the
much.
sentiment originally was viable, I'd say.
Mhm.
But now those comedians who, oftentimes faced that, their retaliation is this emboldening of comedy through aligning with that man
Yeah,
because somehow this is a free speech play. We're not going to get into that. This is not what this.
episode is about.
I just I ain't got the time.
Right, honey. But we had to address that because all of it is
Yeah.
kind of bundled into one with what happened with Joan Smalls and then what
Hmm.
we've been seeing in this election season. And like Tiara said, we're going into election week and
Yeah.
it will be election day
Yeah.
when this drops. So here
Yeah.
we are, but
Here we are.
moving on
Thoughts
to
and prayers, baby.
thoughts and
Okay.
prayers.
So
Let's get into it.
let's get into it. Are
Let's
you ready to
thank
talk
you.
about a little bit of CFDA ting-a-ling-a-lings?
Yes, I'm so excited. Did y'all see?
Did y'all keep up? Were y'all,
Watching?
glued?
Okay.
As we like to say over here at the It's Giving Girl Please.
Okay.
Okay, so for those of you that are not aware, which our girls, y'all are tapped in, y'all are good, y'all are tuned.
Right.
The CFDA Awards happened on the 28th, so this week. And we all know this is being billed or has, come to be known as the Oscars of fashion, right?
Yeah.
And they have now been in partnership with Amazon because
Mhm.
somehow Amazon has done become luxury child.
Funny.
So they did the thing and they recognized the heavyweights or the most prominent, the top of our industry on
Mhm.
that night. And I think that a lot of the awards they got right this time. What do you
I
think?
think so too.
Yeah.
I would agree. And I am very happy about Obviously who won design
Yeah.
year
Let's
and
get into the list.
let's get into it because I'm satisfied to
You're
say the
satisfied. I see. And don't you love that feeling of satisfaction?
yes.
When
Yeah,
it's right, it's right. First
absolutely.
and foremost, fashion icon of the night, Miss
Yes,
Erica Badu,
absolutely.
presented her award by none other than Andre
3,000.
3000.
Just
I mean, that's the moment within itself.
that is the moment. Like,
Let's just go ahead and pack it up after that.
okay, it's really we should have probably ended this
With
segment with that because, honey, I stand anything he does.
period.
Okay, and
Oh,
Erica Badu, absolutely.
you know how deep my love runs for Andre Benjamin. So
Okay,
we're not gonna do that to y'all tonight, but what a way to get that award right. Long overdue,
long overdue.
but deserved
Yes.
and somehow right on time. Like
Yeah.
Erica for the girls who are personal stylist enthusiasts. I mean, that's a beacon of personal style if I ever saw one.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Okay,
and the
like
evolution of her style and staying true to who she is just
yeah,
should be a case study.
in
It's
my humble, I agree. Like Erica Badu has not done anything but what Erica wanted to do.
right, right. She has been her through and through.
Through and through the whole time. I
Mhm.
mean, full stop.
Yes,
So we loved that. The International Designer of the Year was Daniel Roseberry of Schiaparelli,
yes,
which, he's been having a moment, and I think that they got this right as well.
yeah. No, I would
Yeah.
agree. I would agree.
Okay, and so the Jeffrey Bean Lifetime Achievement Award went to the iconic Stephen Burrows.
Honestly, that's a moment to me that can make you cry.
I mean,
Like
talk
that,
about long overdue, though.
literally, and that's why I said like I'm so satisfied
Yeah,
because the folks who deserve their flowers and we're so big
yeah,
on that,
yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
this year actually got them
yeah,
and in the categories that they should have received things
yeah,
in.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was such a special moment.
And we encourage you guys out there to just go ahead and do your research on Mr. Stephen Burrows. I mean, he is just ingrained deeply in the fabric of American fashion, let alone globally. And I'm sure Miss Shelby Ivy Christie must have some information on
Yes,
him in her
sure,
new book. So
sure.
you all need to go out and get that. Um, wow, what an icon and what a deservance. American Women's Wear Designer of the Year.
Another
Your
one that
girl,
I'm
Rachel Scott, Diotima.
very much so happy about. Love.
I agree.
I am a Diotima stan. I obviously
Yes.
I feel like I talk about Diotima in every episode we have.
Yeah.
But I am obsessed with her and
Yeah.
the girls love her and they look so great in it. And we'll get to
Yeah.
the looks, so I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil it, but
Yeah.
kudos to her. That's amazing.
Kudos to her. And also, we love to see the Caribbean girls get shine too. Like,
Oh
let's
my
make this diasporic. Like, we
yes.
love that. And she's also fresh to the scene as well, if you will, in terms of like rising to the heights. I mean, she started her brand like maybe 3 or 4 years ago,
Yeah, I want to say like three,
maybe
four,
2019 or
maybe
so.
going into four. Or
Okay, we don't want to get that wrong because we
it's
want
under
to have the
5 years
facts
though, I
right.
believe.
Yeah, it's definitely under 5 years.
Yeah.
So salute to her and also just all the alignment that she's had in the industry, and we will sing her praises continually.
Yes.
Accessories Designer of the Year went
Love
to
this.
Raul Lopez of Loire,
Definitely deserve.
Dominicano.
Yeah. Yeah. Love him.
Good for him. I mean, he really did have an it bag, or does have an it bag.
He does. He
He
has an
has an it
impact.
bag.
I just feel like similar to like Telfar, he's had
Hmm.
his moment where,
Yeah,
you know,
that seems like a
people,
nice handoff as well.
yes, it's like people are now discovering him,
Yeah,
and seeing his designs, and they're
yeah,
appreciating it. And so I've been a fan of Luar for a while and I've really
yeah. A
watched
fan of Luar, fan
um
of Raul. Raul's a veteran, I'd say. Like he's not a newcomer.
for sure.
He's a New York staple. He
Yeah.
got his start way back in Hood by Air days and probably
Mhm.
before.
Yeah,
He stayed the course and trusted the process. And we
exactly.
love to see that. We really do.
He's very much
Okay, so menswear designer of the year,
my favorite. Could have cried.
Yuli Chavarria.
Yes.
And he looked so amazing too. He looked like a star.
Honestly, when does he not? I just
He always looks
oh,
good. Like he slicked that hair back,
oh, I
baby.
love that
Put
good
the frames
slick
on,
back.
like the skin be popping.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's to me, he is the epitome of if you have a dream, do it at any age,
yeah,
whenever, at any
yeah,
time. Do your
yeah.
dream
And
and
don't
that's what I love
stop.
for
And
him.
like
Don't stop.
start somewhere
And
and
do what feels good to you. A
yeah,
lot of his brand we've talked about before is dedicated to his heritage
yes.
and activism, and he doesn't stray
Yeah.
away from that. And he's become
Yeah.
very famous for that. So
Yeah.
do the things. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to really lean in on who you are. So
And being very vocal about how your experience is also the American experience.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he really speaks for a large swath of America, right? And he has a similarity across borders. And what I mean by borders is across groups in
Right.
America.
Right.
And there are things that you identify with, and there are things that you don't. There are things you might agree with, or you might not. But I like the way that he starts a conversation and
Absolutely.
brings you into his world
Mhm.
and shares his vulnerability. And all of this is done through clothes.
Yeah.
Remember when clothes used to do that? Okay.
Mhm.
So these were the awards that we wanted to highlight. And I just wanted to read you something that Vanessa Friedman wrote in the New York Times on her review of the night because I found it to be a poignant point. But she said all three designers make clothes that grapple with the current evolution in culture and
Mm.
that reshape what American style means in the most exciting way. All three are independent at a time when forging an independent fashion business is increasingly hard.
Yeah.
All talked about communities, the ones they came from and the ones they found in fashion.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
she said that so eloquently. That was great. That
And
really
how fitting for the time given
sums
the
it up.
political climate as well.
Absolutely. It really
Yeah.
sums it up. And I think that's the beauty of it too, how she said they're all independent. They all
Yeah.
come from different communities and they really
They're
champion
all of color.
those communities. Yes, and they're all of color. Yeah, and that's the fabric of America,
Yeah.
right? Like that to
Well,
me.
that's the backbone of America as
Yes,
Willie
exactly.
very
Right.
vividly
So
painted.
I'm happy to see this. This is what the CFDA
Yeah.
Awards should look like every year.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. I
So
agree.
yeah, love that. Love that. And Vanessa Friedman got it right this time. Thank
She
you.
got it right this time. I mean, come on, Vanessa girl. Woo, it's been a long time, girl, but okay.
This time you did something.
Come
All
on, girl,
right.
you did a little tingling. Okay, so let's just talk about the carpet now. And let me just go ahead and tell y'all, we created a very nice little carousel for y'all. So go on over to the IG page.
Take a look.
It's giving girl please and swipe through the carousel. Leave a little comment, leave a little
Right.
like, DM us. Tell us what
Okay.
you agree with. Tell us what you don't.
Exactly. We just want to hear the comments, babes. So let us know.
Okay. We really just want to hear what you got to say. But
Right.
I took some notes for it.
We know.
Oh, well, you know I
What's
know.
happened.
And I want to see what you think.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and get this out the way. Someone wore Gautier and it was nice.
Beautiful.
Okay. Victoria Monet's body was bodying.
I'm obsessed.
Okay, it was bodying.
Honey, the body to me always is bodying.
And
So
was that Laquan? That was
yes,
Laquan.
you went with him.
That's right. Yeah. Oh yes.
Yep, they went together.
Ascending those staircase. Okay, I
Yes,
posted that on the Stylish on Purpose page.
loved
That
it.
was like
That was a moment,
it's giving date night. Like if the date don't have us pulling up like that,
honey,
I don't want it.
at all.
Okay, the bodying was bodying and the shapes were just really working with the hair, the asymmetrical, like just everything. That was perfect.
She looked great.
She
I
was
would.
perfect. Okay. Um I wanted more for Preciously.
I would have to say the same too. It was
You know, I
very.
love,
It just felt like prom to me.
yeah, I think that there were
Prom
some
at best.
fit inconsistencies, but I loved her body
Oh,
because
that
that body
never.
was bodying as well.
Right. That's never the issue. I think.
That's never the issue. They just didn't give my girl the right dress.
Right.
And so she looked uncomfortable to me as well.
Mm, mm-hmm.
And if you make the
It look like
supermodel
prom,
uncomfortable, shame
right,
on you.
right.
Okay, so they said Tyla made the Tom Ford for Gucci look cheap.
I would have to say so. It looked like Fashion Nova fashions.
Child, my take is she certainly made it look regular.
Hmm.
She's not sexy. She reads too
Oh,
young to me. She reads too young to where it's
it's
uncomfortable for
yeah,
me. My
yeah.
mind can't even see her as sexy. She just looks very young.
You know, I feel like they try to make her overly sexy because
Yeah.
she is young, but I feel like she has such a cute, playful nature. Why don't you play into that with a little bit of
Mm,
sex? You know, like I don't
yeah.
know. Some of the other looks she's worn have been
Hmm.
like super like sexy,
Yeah.
and I could
Definitely.
understand where you know could be like,
She's never looked sexy to me because she looks 14. And that is not, there's no, she, ma'am, I'm just saying. In my eyes, my, it reads 14 to me. We
yeah.
know you're not.
But this is my thing is like you're at the CFDA awards. Why was she in a two peak like a the
Because it should have been a CFDA Awards look.
but not for her, I don't think.
Yeah, it wasn't for
For
her.
her. Like
So,
someone else could have really yes. It would have been
but
Baba.
that's the thing. Like, y'all
Her,
gotta like work with the God givens. Like, I
yeah.
know how they must, you're doing too much to counterbalance the youth of it all. Like,
Yeah, and that's what
it's
I mean.
just,
So
yeah,
that's what I was getting at. It's like it's
y'all need
almost
to
like
find the balance,
they
find the
do
line.
so much where it's like you're
Just
trying
find the
to
line. And then other times, like, I don't really, I'm not the demo for that. So, okay.
whatever. Next.
All right, so Miss Erica was in Tom Brown.
Yes. And I mean
And I just also want to shout out the friends over there at Chris Cabana for the headpiece as well. I do know one of the like Eddie, love you. Okay, listen, Erica was Ericaing, and what more can we ask for?
and that's it. I thought she looked great.
I thought she looked great. It
Yeah, I
was
think
it
it
was fun.
was
It was
definitely
really fun.
yes, make fashion fun again. It was great.
Yeah. Okay. So it was nice to see Suni Lee in
Michael Kors.
okay. Well, it was nice to see her there.
Yes.
The sports link and just she
Definitely
should
nice to see her.
she should definitely participate in that night. I
Yes,
mean, you just did so much for America, baby.
absolutely.
Come
And I
on
love
over here with
the
this carpet.
intersection, and we've talked about this of sport and fashion, and so
Yeah,
love to see them show up in these, fashion
yeah. But
spaces.
also, like, genuinely, I think that that is just a treat for her to be included in that night. So
I
we
think
love seeing you, baby girl.
absolutely
I do not want to get her name wrong because I am not familiar with her work.
divine.
Oh, is it Divine?
Yes,
I've
it's
heard it
divine.
pronounced so many ways. Obviously, it looks like it says Divine.
It's divine.
Okay. Well, Divine Joy Randall was in Vederhoft.
Hmm.
Um, in theory, my mind likes elements of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of
Yeah.
enjoyed it just because I like how they make her look kind of regal in a sense, but
Yeah.
it feels like they're still trying to create her style.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, because they're working
I mean,
with,
of course, yeah. And so I don't know. I get enjoyment when I see her on carpets just because she is, newer to the scene.
yeah.
And so it gives us an opportunity to see like, oh, what did they come up with this time?
Yeah.
I would say I agree. I liked elements of it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think the styling could have been different, but
Okay. Yeah. So I feel the coloration complexion play is making me think too much about it.
yeah,
The hair,
yeah,
the skin, the shoe, I don't know,
yeah. I liked her hair. I will say that,
but not with that dress.
but not yes. So that's where the elements come in. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you
yeah,
get me. You'll
yes.
get it. Okay, I want more for Coco Jones.
I always want more for her, but you know what I did enjoy with Coco Jones? The
What was that?
BTS content.
Okay, okay. I mean, she's a fun girl, it
Yeah,
seems. We don't know her, but I love your work.
love it.
Sierra and Vera Wang.
Let me tell you, when I saw it,
Maybe
I
lose the glove for me.
I literally thought because this was Halloween season that it was a costume.
Mm.
Then I realized that she
Maybe
was
she
going.
forgot, because she has so much going on. Like maybe she's like, oh, this is the wrong.
I literally thought she was trying to be Janet Jackson for Halloween. Like I literally
Oh,
forgot
okay.
that this was like I had to. I was like, oh wait, she's
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
probably had that same moment. So we'll give her grace. You know, having three small children, that's hard.
I can't.
Um,
Moving on because
it is. Okay,
another one
so
I was confused about. Wow.
okay, yeah, Lala Anthony and Jacques Mousse. Jacques Mousse. Okay, who even is she anymore? I, I don't know. I literally thought someone erroneously credited her when I initially saw the image. I was like, no, this is not. Oh, she on that Serena Williams shape shifting plan. They must go to the same guy. They know the lady. They know the lady.
Honey.
Okay, well, I mean, first of all, I couldn't even get past the fact that it was her to even assess what I was seeing. So I don't know. Do you have? I mean, what?
I have no words for that.
Okay, all right. So Paloma in Diotima,
Yes, loved it. And
I loved.
Paloma and Alva Claire, who also I
Okay,
understand for
okay.
Wardia.
Yes, yes. Oh, I thought you were about to say. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
same. Love them. The textures, the layers, the fit, the shape. Yes,
it looked
please.
great. Oh my
The
gosh.
hair too. Like she's gonna listen. Paloma, she's gonna do what it needs to do.
She's my girl. I'm obsessed with her. Period.
Okay, La Roche wore Willie.
I really don't even want to start on La Roche
What is it? The braids?
because it's the braid lace front took me out. It
Ooh.
really took me to a nasty place that I just don't want to revisit.
We don't need to do that. I, you know, maybe don't do everything Naomi does. Maybe don't do
It is
everything.
strange. It is strange.
Yeah, it's odd. We'll that's he wore Willie. So all right. I did enjoy Jenna Lyons in the Tom Brown.
I did enjoy that
It
as
was fun.
yes, and clean.
Yeah, clean, like to the point,
Yep.
not even literal. Like it's like, oh, okay, I see the tuxedo player, like with the tail. And like, you look
And
good.
honestly, if someone's going to wear a tuxedo that's a woman, I enjoy it on her and I would want it to be her.
I need that from her. Like
Yeah,
she does that well.
she
So
does.
we loved that. This wasn't my favorite Tiana Taylor look.
Wasn't my favorite. I do think she looked good.
There
Like her
wasn't
body.
anything wrong with it. Nothing was
Yeah,
wrong with it. She looked sexy.
always. I think that's always the goal for
It
her.
just wasn't my favorite look. It was too literal, I feel. It was just like very head on, I feel. I enjoyed the hair, you
Yes.
know, it
Fair.
was very fleeky. The frames were framing, like
Yeah, I
she
think
looked good.
yeah, I think she looked nice. I wasn't like,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Okay, so Cynthia Erivo, who she was a host of the night, yes? A
Yes.
present like yeah. Okay, so she was in Gap by Zach and
She's
with
having her
him.
moment too, and I love that for her.
Okay. Lucy Lou, I loved,
Hmm.
but not that shoe. Not that shoe,
Yeah.
Lucy Lou.
And Lucy, does she look younger to you these days?
Lucy does not age to me.
Yeah, I'm like, when I was
Yeah.
looking at the photos, I was like, wait a minute.
No, no,
I
no.
know,
She looked
I'm
great.
um,
She looked great. Okay, Glorilla.
another one. Love you, Glow.
BET Awards, maybe Grammys, yes.
What are we doing?
CFDA Awards, red carpet, no,
What are we doing? Wow,
not so much.
it wasn't giving at
Who
all.
am I? How? Okay, so she was there and they did that. Isolt, who
Yes.
is a French singer. I don't know if maybe y'all know, but I mean, listen, she has been making her American debut. We've known her for a while. She's got a new album out. It's called Mental.
Hmm. I think
Listen,
it played into that.
it
That's a
seemed on brand. It
yeah.
seemed on brand. She's wearing Rick. Okay. I don't know. I'm over the darkness.
I don't know her enough to really, but from what I've seen, it is very dark.
And for me, I don't necessarily mean from her because to your point, listen, she has a song called I Love You. I do really love that song, but I do not know enough about her catalog to even make a critique. But
Yeah,
what I will say, just in general, in life, like the darkness, especially coming from music, in the film landscape, just fashion, like the darkness of it all, I really like it's just it drains me. The minute I saw that and it just looked really with the crucifix, like, ma'am, and we know that's Rick and that's his thing and that's what he gets into, and we've expressed admiration for Rick over here. We don't always agree with everybody that we generally like, right? Like there are
right,
things that maybe we don't agree with, but
right,
it's causing a conversation and
right.
we can reinforce and have the discussion about it. So Rick is one of those individuals. Sometimes it gets too dark. I don't like that.
Yeah, it very dark. Like I said, I do feel like it was fitting for her,
Yeah, and what she's,
what they're
her
trying
rollout.
to
Yeah.
curate for her and this look and this whatever. But would have liked to seen her in something else.
It was also a little voluminous. Yeah.
It was,
Voluminous, like
but I did like it for her. Like I did.
I wish it had more shape for her
Yes.
because I do love her body. Like I
Oh,
love the voluptuousness and like what she gives. And
right.
that's something too. I really experienced her a lot more through imagery versus her music.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one was just a whole lot of fabric.
A lot of fabric. Yeah. Yeah. They could
So I don't know. We want better for our girl.
have shape there.
And then Angel Reese in Simkai.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, tell me, friend.
Again, it's giving prom. Where,
Listen, I
where
want better for her too. I hardly ever enjoy her style.
but
Like,
that's
I don't think
another
I
one
can
where
recall a
I feel
time where
like
I did.
they're trying to craft this style,
Yeah.
but you're placing her in all of these like fashion places and events.
Yeah. Well,
And
and these fashion tropes as well. The blonde, the white, that
what
shoe.
is happening?
No,
It
baby.
was too it was yeah,
No, baby.
we're playing a little too much now. Like
She
not
already went through enough this week with the
I
Shaq
know.
interview.
Come on. I felt so bad when I saw this. I was like, another one.
Okay, but somebody made a poignant point on that as well. She
Did that.
did put it out. It is her show. She
True.
could have took it out.
He could have, but
Nonetheless, he shouldn't have. Listen,
exactly. It's
that's
like,
that's a whole conversation we could really get into, and maybe we will, because I do think
yeah,
that that is culturally something that us folk need to discuss.
yeah,
But in terms of the CFDA, baby, no, ma'am,
wasn't here for it.
at all. And then last, Winnie Harlow,
That's all I have to say.
another one I'm never thrilled to see, like ever. I
I I really
ever
I
no. Be truthful. Tell him the truth. Tell him.
I yeah. I like Winnie though. So, it's hard for
Oh,
me because I'm
okay.
like, I just won't.
Okay. So that's our recap of the CFDA awards, baby. There was also another carpet a little bit before that. It was the Museum Academy Gala, and we don't really, I mean, that's a new, listen, one thing these celebrities gonna do is find a way to celebrate themselves.
Okay. So
You know, we don't got no thoughts on that. Maybe we'll throw some pictures as well, but I thought the CFDA was a little more appropriate for what we do over here at the Girl Please, because,
yes.
we not the celebrity talk show.
No, no, no. We're getting into the things,
We
honey.
getting into the things.
We're
So
getting into the
yeah,
things and talking about it.
get in
But
the comments.
get in the comments because we
Let us
want
know
to
what you
hear.
think.
Because we gave y'all how we felt about
Everything that
the
we think,
honey,
baby.
but we could be wrong. Who are we?
Listen, who are we? Maybe Winnie Harlow's gown was nice, and we don't understand. We're not the demo.
At all. But side note,
Okay.
let's get into the things, honey.
Okay.
Timberland recently launched their OG boot.
Yes.
And they did a campaign with Miss Naomi Campbell, who we discuss every week over
Every
here.
week. Yes.
And so yeah,
Okay.
that was that. Did you
They
see it?
did that.
You saw it. Okay, great.
All right.
Something that we must discuss because this is the largest elephant in the room, but it is a great
Mm.
elephant. It is Mr.
Ooh.
Morris Chestnut,
Ooh.
who has been fine his whole life,
Every single minute of it, baby.
every single minute, and
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 somehow he gets
lucky to
finer.
his wife. I am happy for her.
Yeah. Not sorry to that woman.
Not at all.
Okay? Not sorry.
Very happy for her.
Very
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
She just for that, you should be the girl yes of the week.
Okay.
Mrs. Chestnut. Okay? Like,
Listen. Mm-mm.
but yeah, he has just been looking so fine. And who's that
Yeah,
over there helping him out? Jay Bolin?
I think so. I think so.
Mr. Jay Bolin, you have been doing your big one. Okay. This man is giving everything that is on your mood board and your concept sheets to give. He's nailing the brief. And
Okay.
so are you.
Right. And we love it.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we also saw
Mm-hmm.
this week Legos and
Yeah.
Black Archives collab, which is so fun to me. I think
That's
this,
now see, that's a collab I can get into.
yes, no, how cool is that?
That's very cool.
I want to buy it, I think. Hmm,
We should get that.
we'll see. You know,
Okay.
I like things like that to like collect.
A little
Um,
Christmas ting-a-ling-a-ling, you never know.
Yes. And then so we also saw Hooray, which is
Okay.
Issa Rae's production company,
Yes.
dropped the trailer for their movie with SZA and Kiki
Mm-hmm.
Palmer. And
Mm-hmm.
this is their first feature film under, you know, Hooray Media,
Okay.
which is very fun. So kudos to them. I'm excited to see it. I believe it drops on January 24th. I think I got the date right.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, hey, if
Okay.
y'all like SZA, y'all like Kiki Palmer, check it out. Let us know what y'all think. And then last and certainly not least, honey, Christopher John Rogers and J. Crew dropped their
Okay.
collaboration together. And,
Okay.
you know, we discuss the collabs sometimes. This is one that
Yeah.
I think got it right. So we wanted to talk about it.
You know, how fitting.
Right. How fitting. It seems right.
Yeah.
But let's get into the girl yes of the week because this girl yes,
Ooh.
another one
Yeah.
that we talk about every week.
As we should.
Deservedly so. Okay.
Yes.
Get into it, friend.
Miss Adut was
Yes.
on the cover of Australian Vogue. And for the girls that don't know, she's actually a little Australian a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah. So when she was when she was a refugee in South Sudan, they ended up in Australia.
Mm. Mm.
So it's fitting. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And she's pregnant, as we have talked about before, and
Oh,
she had a very beautiful spread with her entire family,
yes.
just looking
George.
so, just looking
Just
great.
just great. And we'll also have this on our Instagram. So
And here's a little sneak peek.
right. Here's a little sneak peek, but please make sure that you check it out because the
Yes.
photos will be there and so y'all can
Yeah.
indulge like we
She
did.
had, yeah, so kudos to her. Congratulations once again. She had a lot of, she's wearing a lot of things, looking real good in
Doing a
all
lot
of
of
those,
things too.
like only she knows how to do because she's a supermodel.
A supermodel. Chef's kiss. So let's get into it, friend.
Okay.
It's our favorite time, okay, of the
Ooh, what
episode.
time is it?
It is girl please time.
Oh, do
Okay.
they know?
I hope so. Because isn't that what they come here for?
I think that's what they come here for, but they
Okay,
be
so girl
acting like
please.
y'all really be give me the energy. Tell me
Okay.
you know what's up.
Listen, so let's get into it. Vivian
Okay.
Westwood's granddaughter left the brand.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's always a sad moment.
Yeah. I mean, she's lost her grandma. Now she's
Right.
stepping away from her brand, which is probably something she definitely wanted to be a part of to sort of feel near her grandma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is right in line with what we talk about often over here with the namesakes. Her argument is the brand is moving away
From what
from
it
what her grandma stood on,
yeah.
which was the whole basis of the brand. Like,
Right.
how are you going to move away from what this brand was founded upon?
Right. And the woman
To
that
have her progeny
come on. Yeah,
see you do it. Like,
exactly.
she can see you.
Yeah, it didn't did they really think she was gonna stand by and not say anything? Girl,
I
please.
mean, I think a lot of people do, which is the girl please.
Mm.
A lot of people
Well,
let their
well,
legacies
she
go, child.
said, not on my watch, babes. Okay.
Period. She's up out of there and she called y'all out and she don't like that and we stand with her. Listen,
Absolutely.
I hate that though. This is why I'm so adamantly against people who like the names, like this cannot go on without the person. Like,
Exactly.
how are you going to continue this? Like, you have to change the name. Like,
Right.
you need to sell it and change the name.
And I am such a Vivian Westwood
Oh yeah, she's
fan.
an. I mean,
Like,
we say this all the time, icon, legend, but no,
like,
like
no,
she is.
truly though. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like we really like she is like a foremother for
Well,
us
you
in
know what's
terms
so
of
funny? I I feel the same way as the granddaughter, and I wish we
yeah.
were friends to talk about this. But
Okay.
sometimes when I'm looking on Essence, and I
Yeah.
I get a lot of Vivian West.
Essence the e-tailer.
Yes, the e-tailer babes. I look sometimes and I'm like, who is this for?
Yeah.
It's for the Gen Z girl. Like this is almost giving
Yeah.
baby fat. Like what are
It's Fenty denim draws all over again.
I'm like, what are who let me stick to the things I'm
The
used to.
rivers and the lakes that I'm
Okay,
used to, baby.
because uh, okay. Yeah.
Vivian was very anti-establishment. She was very independent minded, independent
Yes.
thinking, innovative,
Right.
activist to the root of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
How do
Yes.
you get away from that?
To
Like,
see
if
like little
anything, that's how
baby
you continue
girl,
to stand out right now.
yeah, baby girl, baby doll esque,
Yeah.
items. I'm and
Yeah.
products.
Punk
I'm
grandmother, like
I'm confused. Yeah.
Vivian Westwood was punk.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know where they're taking it.
I don't know.
But
We
yeah,
stand with you, granddaughter girl. It's a girl, please, on
that's a
y'all. Because how could you ever?
big on a scale of 0 to girl. It's
Real
that.
quick, real
Okay?
quick.
Cuz absolutely not. I'm interested to see how this continues to unfold
Yeah.
though,
Or what she does. Like,
or what she
can
does.
she? I don't know. We're glued. We'll keep y'all posted. That's terrible.
Yes. Well, tell us about Marcellus Reynolds at Glamour.
Okay, yes. So Marcellus Reynolds called out Glamour magazine for incorrectly citing historic information as it relates to models on covers and firsts.
Honey, I'm just trying to figure out like where is citation machine in all of this? Like
Yeah.
where what do y'all not cite sources anymore? Do you not look up the
More
sources? Like what
importantly, like
how
where is the proper education in the fashion schools that y'all
right,
keep
like
going to and coming from?
how do you just try to recreate and rewrite history on your own? Like
But
I'm
how can you be Glamour magazine to your point about like how is that not fact check? Like how does that
that's what
get
I'm saying.
through the
Citation
pipe?
machine. Now
Okay,
you
so
have
Mr. Marcellus says, Glamour just released Glamour, an extraordinary history, 85 years of women breaking boundaries. They make the assertion inside, and I quote, Katiti Karande makes history as the first Black woman to cover an American magazine when she appeared on the cover of Glamour College, a spinoff of Glamour magazine in 1968. What about Danielle? Are Ebony, Hue, Jet, and Sepia not American magazines because they cater to a Black American audience? And I agree with him. Like, absolutely, Jet, Ebony, and Sepia are American. They were founded in America. Essence was founded in America.
you see my
Danya Luna was born in America. We literally just saw a whole documentary recently about Danya Luna. Like, how are we just able to publish books with incorrect information in it? How
side
come y'all didn't read the sources that were already published before you, like Marcellus's book, Supermodels? And he's rightfully outraged. It's really a girl please on y'all. This is what we talked about last week with the wrong people at the head of preserving culture.
literally rolling my eyes. I have nothing else.
Bombastically.
Right, like I have nothing else to say. If
It's
you
really
didn't
just a girl
see
please.
last week's episode of me
Yeah.
ranting, I can't do a part two. I don't have the energy. But
Yeah.
yes, everything Tiara said.
Which is really on theme for the week because then we get to the CFDA Awards, which is the height of fashion, period, only to award Daniel Roseberry with his international designer. I don't want to get the name wrong, his award. For him to quote himself as the first American born designer to head a French couture house as if Jay Jackson did not exist. You can get on Chat GPT and find that out. Like,
This is what I'm saying. We got all the AI, all the resources, and y'all still get the
but
scientific
that is
correct.
exactly how easy it is to rewrite history.
It's ridiculous.
That's it. Because the CFDA awards is big. Everybody in the world is looking at it, talking about it. They're going to clip that, they're going to print it, and then now that's the new fact.
Right. When in fact, it's not a fact.
At
So,
all.
before we go off on another tangent, that's a girl, please.
That is on a scale, broke the scale. I can't
Girl,
even broke the scale on the please for that girl.
honey, I don't need, you see, all of the energy has left my body on
But
that.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't like that. How are you gonna be wrong there about that? Girl, please. And we love Skyparelli and Daniel. We even love you. I did post about this on my stories. If you guys didn't catch on my TRC Mosley personal page. But essentially, in one of the group chats, my good dear friend pointed this out as well in the comments. But there's so many veteran fashion industry heavyweights allowing this to be like you would expect them to correct. No, they're just going along with it.
Right. But then it also goes back to, do they even know?
They don't. And so what we're going to challenge and charge our audience with is to go out there and do your research on Mr. J. Jackson. And we'll have a little bit of information about him on our It's Giving Girl Please page as well. So you can go ahead and check out. And maybe Shelby Ivy Christie's book will talk about him too.
Maybe,
I
perhaps.
can't wait to get that book because I cannot wait to reference that book.
Right. We'll be on the lookout to see. But yeah, that's a girl, please, honey.
It's a girl, get out.
And
You
something else
going to jail.
that dropped this week, Nelly, honey, is bringing back apple bottoms.
Mm.
I used to have some. My first day. Oh no,
Boots with the fur too? Did you have the boots with the fur?
I did have boots with fur. Yes,
Period.
I had
You
all
better
the
act like
things,
you know.
honey. I had my dairy on jeans. I had my baby fat.
I
I had
had that. I
okay.
had that.
Yes, up at the city.
Well, you
Um,
all will be surprised to see that I'm actually on board with this.
I'm just interested to see what's it gonna look like now.
I was apple bottom down in
Same.
college.
That,
Okay.
ooh, babes.
I remember having this black and gold apple bottom jacket to match the jeans, and then I had these
I think I
black and
had that.
gold super high length black and gold. They were Air Force Ones. They
Hmm.
were very high. I can't find a picture of them on the internet though, and I don't know if they still at my mama's house. But man, I wore that outfit out. Talk about repeat your clothes. Okay, baby, because she repeated her clothes.
Okay.
Period.
So Prada
Wait, but
is
you didn't give your, is that a, what is that? A girl what for you?
it's a girl. Please let me see some evolution.
She needs to see some line sheets, baby. She needs to see what's going
Right.
on.
I really want to see. But I already know when it drops it's going to become a phenomenon with the Gen
Yeah.
Zers because they're
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, well, they're already tearing the history
yeah,
out
they're
the
upset.
frame.
So I'm interested to see how this goes, how it takes shape in, today's time. So
And listen, I'm
hey,
solely excited because I wore a lot of apple bottom back in my day. I
right.
can assure you, I won't be buying one piece, but
Not
I
even,
do want to just see it.
the girls, I'll let them enjoy it like we
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I'm at it.
So yeah, have fun,
But
honey.
it's a girl. This is cute. We'll see. And don't F it up.
Okay?
This is a girl. Don't F it up
Right.
for me.
Please do what you need to do.
Do the needful.
So we will see.
Mhm.
But Prada is
Girl, what Prada did?
designing the spacesuit for the first, I believe,
Mhm.
African American woman that will
Okay.
be going into space. Um,
Okay.
yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
Okay. I mean, in theory, maybe, 20 years ago, that would have been cool or
And
interesting
cutting
to me.
edge.
And it is cool. It's cool. Like, it's cool for you, girl, if you want to go to the moon and do all the things that you need to do with that.
Me personally, I don't gotta be in designer to go to the moon. I just need something that's gonna make sure I'm safe, babes.
Because
And
what about Prada says that Prada just know how to make moon clothes?
right, like, is it gonna have the proper technology? Like, I'm a little skeptical. Like, I don't have to look that cute in the moon suit, because especially not when I'm going to the moon. I
Yeah, I
need
don't
it
think
to
I
be
think that that'd
fun.
probably be like the last thing we think about
I
you going to the
honestly
moon.
don't care. Just give me some gloss and I'll be fine. The
Yeah.
suit, please.
Yeah, just make sure you can say moisturized and hydrated,
Please,
baby, and that's really
honestly,
just all
once
the
I
that's
start
the
itching up
ticket.
in there, I'm good. I don't need
Yeah.
it to be all the earls and furls.
It
Okay.
don't need earls and furls for the moon, baby. You don't need
Yeah.
it just ain't even nobody out there.
No,
It just ain't even nobody there.
nobody out there, and I'm trying to make it back.
You can't even ask who all gonna be there because it's just you and your
And I'm
puppy.
trying to, like I said, I'm trying to make it back. I don't got time for all that.
Yeah, I have zero interest in space as these people do here. Like, I'm just trying to survive Earth,
I'm so
baby.
intrigued by whatever. We could
Yeah,
go on. Yeah.
yeah.
So that to me is yes, a girl, please.
100% that's a girl, please.
'Cause
Yes.
I'm not
I
excited.
couldn't think of a more girl, please.
Yeah, I'm actually not
Honestly.
excited by it. I'm excited for the woman, but I'm not
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do your thing, girl. We
about
support that. We salute it.
and correction, she's not the first African American woman to go.
Oh,
Other African American women and people have gone.
yeah. I don't
I
know.
think it was the first something, maybe with this designer situation. I don't know. We'll come back to you, but
Or not.
it's still a please.
Yeah.
And this is another child. So Adidas
Yeah.
and Mr.
Ooh.
West. Have
Okay, yeah. Adidas and that man
settled-
settled their 2-year dispute. I
yes,
mean, that's really all we got to say about that. It's the girl, please. It's always and forever a huge girl, please, on that man, and not sorry to that man. Okay, please on that man. It's really a please on that man. Don't get me started how much of a please it is
I
on that
tried
man.
to really wrangle it in, friends, but
Okay.
see how it went.
Okay. Okay.
See how it went. So yes, that's obviously please. So that wraps up the show. Okay,
Oh,
that wraps up
no,
the
no,
show.
no. There's one thing. There's
Oh,
one thing.
before we leave, y'all.
Yeah, because we actually have a correction from last week's show.
Oh yes.
Okay, so last week we talked about the Met Gala 2025
Yeah,
theme and the curation of that and the team involved. And we actually did not mention Miss Monica Miller, who is
mm,
the curator at the Met. And we just want to put some respect on this woman's name.
absolutely.
So, Miss
Black,
Monica Miller, we salute you, and we are fully in support of what you got going on. And we hope that you get to shine at the
absolutely,
Met
and very excited to see the
Gala.
exhibition that she curates. So,
Yeah.
um,
So, I can't wait to learn what you got going on over there. So, yes, again, Monica Miller,
Monica,
curator at the Met.
yeah. But yes, so that officially wraps episode 17, honey.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Girl,
done now.
please. Yes, y'all heard us yap long enough.
Hmm.
But I hope you all enjoyed this episode and have
Yeah, get in the comments. Tell us what
the
you
past
think.
episodes as well. Let us know your thoughts, your
Yeah,
feelings, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see. Get into our DMs,
yeah.
watch us on what are we doing? YouTube shorts and reels and all the things.
Like, comment, share,
The content
subscribe,
is there.
salute, welcome our new subscribers. We got some new subscribers over here
Yeah,
on the YouTube.
we love to see it. But yeah, this was Girl Please. It's always so fun to chat with you, friend.
Oh yeah, you know we gets down over here.
Yes, yes. Well, we'll see you guys next week. See ya.